got the announcement right out. So I hope people are watching it and stuff. So I'm streaming over here. My name is Unicornattack, and we're streaming a game between the final stage. I made a new thing. It's a round robin tournament for Fall the Samurai only. All the maps will be played on Hidden Mountains. The season is summer, and we have our key buildings are enabled, large size and large funds. Only for the Samurai, I mentioned that, and all the players, we had only 16 players maximum. We're divided into 4 different groups, so four groups stages for each other, so all the 4 players had to face each other. So in the normal tournaments you only sometimes have to play only 1 game, and when you won you will go through, and when you lost you're out of the tournament, and that's pretty hard, pretty rush, because you can only play one game, which pretty, yeah, I don't know, it's pretty shame. So now I made a new thing, and then you can play, even when you lost the first game, you can play 3 games of the tournament. So you'll face all the 3 people into the bracket. So we made 4 bracket stages. The winner of the bracket stages, so only one will proceed to the final bracket stage. So from all 4 stages, only one player will proceed. The best one with the most points, with the most wins, will proceed. And then I make a new stage of 4 players. Yeah, you have to play each other every game, so 3 games in total, on the same map again. Yeah, and now we are at the final stage. So all the first 4 stages are done, and we're now at the final stage. It is Mazzor from the Beta Clan is also streaming it, and Blixerie. Let me wait a moment. Alright. Yeah, what I have to explain from Mazzor how ridiculous it was. He was coming into the final. Well, because this is a tryout for me as well. People didn't really play it at the end. Sometimes some players had to go, like Clayton and stuff, and he was winning the whole bracket, and then he said he had to go. So that's pretty unfortunate, and that's why I let Mazzor through. Mazzor is also streaming the game, so you will see it from his perspective, and I can already say his army composition. I haven't even heard from someone who was watching the stream a comeback, if they can hear me. Let me ask you, if you can hear me, please contact me on my stream. If you can't hear me, please contact me as well, because I have no idea if I'm talking to someone with nobody there. I don't care. I just don't care. I just fucking don't care. I just gonna commentate this. Fuck you. So we're playing on the map Hidden Mountains. The whole tournament, this is on this map. I just decided this map because it's pretty varied. We have some open field, we have some forest cover, and we have some hill elevation. So it's pretty, I like this map a lot. It's often pretty fair because of all the dojos are in one straight row and nobody has a real advantage over them. So over on the right side, from the perspective of Mazzor, we have a workshop, in the center a farmhouse, and over on the left side a sword dojo. And I still can't hear somebody me on the stream. Let me just point that out. And don't forget that over on the left side, near to the sword dojo and the farmhouse, there is some people really think that when you hide your units into the forest that you have a clear line of sight, but when you look closely, that's really not the point. There's a lot of hill elevations in the middle of that forest, so you really have to think twice before position yourself in the forest. That's a really good trade-off. So Blixerie is ready, waiting for Mazzor. If he's ready, Mazzor ready as well. And let's continue on when they're ready. There might be some lag on the stream. We apologize for that, but it's Mazzor's, I think, 3rd time of streaming, and we're really trying our best with it. And Mazzor, just applaud for him that he wants to stream this game. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Killer Pancake. Thanks, mate. So let's go over the army build of Mazzor. He has a Yerikiev on his left side, level 6, then a Yerikiev Vanilla. Behind that, the Revolver Cav. For the center, he has a United States Marines level 8 with a 150 range, then Red Bear Infantry, a Shogunate Guard Infantry, Black Bear Infantry, and a White Bear Infantry, so really high on colors. Then over on the right side, one Yeriki level 1 and a Yeriki vanilla with a backed up revolver cav vanilla. In the back he has a red bear infantry and two red bear infantry more and a general, which is a moral gen from what I can tell. Then for Blixerie's army you will see it from Mazzor, his point of view. He has a revolver cav, then a Yeriki, a saber cav from his right, the left side for left flank for Mazzor. That's the opposite of Blixerie. So on his right side from Blixerie, I hope you can follow me. He has a red bear infantry 1 is written in the first right now. Then for center of Blixerie, 2 more red bear. Maximum 5 the same. Then his general in the back is a moral general and a gun enabled. Then a Royal Marine over to the farmhouse. Then on the left side he's pushing with another red bear and 2 Vermilion Bird Force. So that's in total 5 red bears and a 2 Vermilion Bird Force and a saber cav and 1 Yeriki which is now capturing the workshop. So Mazzor really has to do something about that. He's positioning quite well with his lines. Looking at his lines right now, he sent his red bear right on front and he has a line of sight. So he really got a good advantage over there with the forest. Over on the left side he's pushing forward some Yeriki, but the sword dojo has been captured by Blixerie, and in fact all the dojo has been captured by Blixerie, so Mazzor really has to do something. There's a big push by Blixerie over on Mazzor's right, and I think Mazzor can't really win on that flank, so he might go and pull back with some lines, because he's really spread out, Mazzor is. I think you can better pull back a bit. But he is starting to move his cavalry to the right side to flank Blixerie. Let's watch that closely. But on the left side of the United States Marines doesn't have to be line of sight. Looking at the United States Marines from Mazzor, so really has to pull them back and maybe go on the right side. He's reinforcing his right side with a red bear infantry moving to the right. I think his general should also be better on the right side, but he might get the first volley off with his red bear and his white bear. Don't really know why they're not shooting yet. I'm watching their range closely, but they shoot the first volley. Maybe there's some line of sight issues, but not for sure. There's some cav for Mazzor over on the right side, threatening the revolver cav Blixerie, and 1 Yeriki in the back. There's also a saber cav, forget that, from Blixerie. He's hidden in the forest. But over on the left side, Mazzor's pushed back his cavalry, and now Blixerie is really on the hill there and really positioning himself pretty well by the sword dojo. Seems that Mazzor is moving back his United States Marines, trying reaching, and I just heard from Babyface Nelson that he won the first game against Drog with him, so he has to wait for this players to finish their game until he can move on to the next game. So first game is already won by Babyface Nelson, if I heard it correctly. Okay, good luck, congrats. But we see some first shots by Blixerie over on the right side, and there's some return fire by White Bear infantry into the Vermilion Bird Force, but they are in the forest cover. But they get now 2 lines firing on them, and there's a cav charge. A saber cav is charging right in the center. The general is nearby by Mazzor, so that might help. But to reinforce that cav charge will be pretty devastating for Mazzor, because one of the lines of tree is there. He might get a volley. Oh, Mazzor really positioning well with his Yeriki, moving them back. The saber cav will do a great amount of damage. Needs to be careful as general. Mazzor is a bit in the fire line. He really needs to move him back. He's now counter-charging Yeriki into the saber cav. Saber cav still at 39 men, but will waver pretty soon. The red bear infantry is still at 100 men eager, but there comes the revolver cav. Oh, they will finish off these cavalry units for real. That will be massacre. Let's move that. Oh, the saber cav is losing, surprisingly. Mazzor might get a charge into this revolver cav. Yeah, he's charging this revolver cav. Very good charge. Oh, and I'm missing over on the left side. Nice charge by Mazzor. He's charged into this Yeriki. Very nice charge. Over here there's a saber cav into the United States Marines. The United States Marines are slightly winning over on the left side, and due to this first cover, the red bear can't shoot into these other red bear Blixerie, but they are winning. Might reposition them, but oh, this revolver cav are doing great amount of damage over on the left side. Looking back over on the right, Mazzor just tried to pull back. Good choice by him, and he might get a flank of his cavalry on the right side near to the workshop, but one of his units are routing. His general is down to 25 men, so he needs to save his gen for sure. There's some cavalry by Mazzor, some Cherokee on the left side near to the sword dojo. He's now managing it and is my charge. Get a charge with the Black Bear infantry in the back. United States Marines still eager. Oh, his revolver cavalry. He's charging that. Oh, nice shot over here. Wavering the Red Bear infantry, going into a charge. Nice charge over here. Go in the melee charge with the Red Bear infantry. Big waste of a 1k revolver cav, but still pretty fun to watch. You don't see that often. Over on the right side, the Yerrick was charging the other Yerrick of Blixerie. Nice charge. He shamefully measured, didn't follow it up with his revolver cavalry. But it was a good game from the right side. Still over here we see the United States Marines, the 6 men still standing. Oh, there's a Red Bear infantry wavering. Oh, nice shot by Mazzor into the Blixerie is left side. Oh, 3 units are wavering, 2 routed. Might get 1 volley again. Oh no, they were hidden. So 2 units are wavered and routing, a Red Bear at 50 men and another Red Bear at 76. So that might pay off for Mazzor. He really needs his United States Marines. But over on the right side, ooh, the revolver cav get spotted by this Cherokee. Did he get a volley? Did he get a volley on the right side? Mazzor isn't. Oh, nice volley over here, Cherokee. Oh, Blixerie didn't miss that and totally and missed a lot of his Cherokee over here. Blixerie is managing his Cherokee, but getting followed up by the revolver cavalry. Oh, the right flank just collapsed for Mazzor. Mazzor general's been shot, only 50 men left. Oh, he's getting wrapped up. And the units of Blixerie came back from routing, and still the timeline is at 5 minutes, so might get this game set a match, I think. Oh, this revolver cav Blixerie moving forward, just really aggressive over here, shooting into the Red Bear infantry, but getting flanked by these Royal Marines. They're still at 129 men. Oh, a charge! Nice! I think they were out of ammo and just charged them in. Very aggressive over here. And has managed to rout this Red Bear. Yeah, he managed to rout it. So this revolver cav really paid off with that charge. Already at 167 kills. And Mazzor saying GG, good game by both players. And so Mazzor is sending end of the game. So let's continue on to game 2. Because remember, all players have to fight each other. So looking at the bracket, I think the next match will be Dogbrim, Chris Mazzor, or Babyface Nelson against Mazzor. It was pretty close indeed. Well, close, it was pretty okay. Nice fight to